Okay, continuing on here. While every noble morality develops from a triumphant affirmation of itself, slave morality from the outset says no to what is outside, what is different, what is not itself, and this no is its creative deed. Now, this is a very important distinction right off the bat. Master morality says yes to life. Yes to life. Slave morality is reactive and says no to life. Master morality is affirmative, active, it's creative, it's spontaneous. Slave morality is reactive. It says no to life. It's a denial of life. This is a very important distinction between master morality and slave morality, namely the response this moral perspective has to life itself. And Nietzsche, this is the big critique for Nietzsche of slave morality, which is at the core of Western morality. Namely, it's a denial of life. It's a denial of life. You know, it's not just that I'm imagining scenarios of revenge for my enemies or for just simply people who are in power over me. It's interesting to note there that my enemies and people in power over me seem to be synonymous here for Nietzsche. But it's that I hate life itself. I hate life itself so much that I have to say, you know what? It's not about this world. It's the next world. It's not about the body. It's about the soul. Anytime I deny the physical for the metaphysical itself, that for Nietzsche is the essence of slave morality, a denial of life. And it's worth noting this as well. Nietzsche uses the term nihilism in a very specific sense sometimes. He's not consistent sometimes the way he uses this term. Sometimes it means the death of God and the problem we're facing. Sometimes it means literally there is no objective purpose to reality. However, one of the most consistent ways in which he uses nihilism is denial of life. Slave morality, Christianity, religion is nihilistic. Why? Because it denies life. It denies the body in favor of the soul. It denies this world in favor of the next world. It denies the earth in favor of the heaven. You can picture, here's what he wants you to picture. Again, people who are losing in this life and making a virtue of that necessity. Making a virtue of that necessity. So imagine poor people. This is what Nietzsche thinks. Imagine if you're very poor and saying, you know what? Being poor is good. You know, being rich is bad. Being rich is evil. As a matter of fact, the poor will be rewarded in the next life. Doesn't even matter what you have in this life. Or imagine, beauty. Someone who doesn't consider themselves beautiful, saying, well, you know what? Those people have a very finite good of beauty, and you know what? In the next life, us people who aren't considered beautiful, we're going to be rewarded. So it's a denial of this life as opposed to the master's affirmation of life. And this is the key idea, denial versus affirmation of life. We're going to come back to this over and over again. But it's also the essence of Nietzsche's critique of philosophy, particularly of Plato, or of metaphysics. Metaphysics just means, from the Greek metaphysica, going beyond the physical to the metaphysical. If you recall, Plato, we mentioned before, Nietzsche says, by the way, Christianity is just Platonism for the people, Platonism for the masses. But Nietzsche thinks when a philosophy begins that takes flight into another world, there you have the same impulse, the same ressentiment, the same resentment toward life, the same hostility toward life itself that makes one want to fly into the next world, into the world of ideas or into the world of the forms, and deny this life. Okay, deny the pleasure of this life in terms of an eternal, in favor of an eternal pleasure. Okay, so Nietzsche's critique of Christianity and of religion and is the same as his critique of philosophy and Platonism, which he thinks is all metaphysics, namely denial of life, resentment toward life, revenge toward life.